Charlie.
What's up, Taylor?
Dude, that nerd in his electric hybrid totally blew the light while texting his yuppie friends.
That's so bogus, bro. Are you hurt?
Yeah, like I can't move my hips, bro. I think I broke my pelvis, man.
Dude, no way.
Taylor, you need to drop a dime and talk with the lawyers at the Advocates Law Firm.
No way, can't afford that, bro.
Your crotch is broken, man, and they don't earn any money unless they win your case.
Dude, no way.
You get injured, the advocates get results. Contact them today at advocateslaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Coming up, we will drink, we will toast into the weekend, and it's Bad Choice Friday time.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault. Sam on.
Battle of the 70s featuring the Starland Vocal Band.
Find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been when it's right, why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night? When everything's a little.
That's all they're saying.
When. I just think he says everything's better in the light of day. You can see a curve.
Yeah, that's why you want to have sex with the lights on, kids.
They haven't been married long.
Starland Vocal Band taking on Rick D. Got a minute. It's a little catchy there, Steve, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, this is fantastic stuff.
Here's how you vote on Bad Choice Friday. By the way, those were the two worst songs of the 70s that we featured this week on Sit and Spin with Ryan Castle. Disco Duck was the worst song, they say, of the 70s.
I disagree.
Starlight Vocal Band was the second worst song of the 70s.
They're so close. If they just reversed the order, they'd have nailed it.
Vote now if you follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live. One of those two tunes coming up here in just a few minutes right after the shot of the day. On our question, what did you or do you eat because you're drunk, high, or broke? And here come those emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail.
We do have mail. Guys, eating high, I always keep cream cheese jalapeno poppers and the Foster Farms buffalo chicken strip stocked in my freezer. I go through bags and boxes of both every week, whether I get high or not. But when I'm sober, I cook them separately and eat them separately. Whenever I get high, I cook up both and throw them into burrito shells and put in cheese and sometimes a little bit of blue cheese or ranch dressing.
I like where your head's at.
Worst thing I've ever eaten, my mother-in-law's cooking. That's from Brian. One of my better combos when I was drunk was chicken and waffle tacos. Toast yourself up some Eggo waffles, then air fry some chicken nuggets. Put the nuggets inside the folded waffle, pour syrup and butter on top, Tabasco if you're feeling spicy. It is amazing. Rock on, bitches. That from Justin. Basically doing...
I'm okay with that.
It's chicken on waffles. He's just folding it up like you would a piece of pizza.
I would eat that now. I wouldn't even have to be stoned for that.
Yeah,
Right, chicken and waffles is classic.
You're rubbing off on me, Ted.
Crazy sandwich, so while staying with my brother and sister-in-law, we were stoned, and she made her favorite sandwich, and this is whole wheat bread with generous mayo, sliced dill pickles, and sliced avocado. So good. That from Klinsky, the German girl.
I am in on that one.
No.
Anything with avocado and mayo, count me in. And then pickles,
okay.
Sounds kind of refreshing.
Guys, I worked at a cleanup crew for a night at the Spokane area. That job sucked. There was a guy that I worked with that night. He told me, if you see any leftover food, holla at me and I'll come get it. So I found some licorice opened. I'll call him Jim. Hey, Jim, here's food. He comes running down and started munching on it. I was like, what in the hell? So I found some nachos. Hey, Jim. He ran down and started eating again. I was kind of disgusted. After that, I found it humorous. Hot dogs, popcorn, candy, leftover nasty Slim Jims. Jim would eat it. Pretty gross. Rock on, bitches. Love the show. Keep on rocking.
When's the last time you had a Slim Jim?
Out from Steven.
It's been a while, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I still like the taste of a Slim Jim, but as much as I say I don't worry about my health, I feel like when I look at a Slim Jim, like, dude, you know there's nothing positive.
Didn't we eat them at work for some reason? Wasn't there something we did?
There is. Remember, we tried different ones.
Yeah, that was the last time, I think. Maybe like
when was that?
Beef jerky challenge.
Well, I'm saying, I've had beef jerky.
Sure.
I've had like a pepperonis, but I'm just saying specifically a Slim Jim. I'm like, Like, I can't remember the last time I grabbed one. It's like, I'm about to snap into this.
Honestly, it was here on the show for something we were doing. And it is delicious, but god damn, they're all.
Is your heart racing just thinking about that Slim Jim?
I know it's just going to assault me out and be really thirsty.
Right?
Guys, can you please give a shout out to Remington Dedrick, who is having a birthday today, longtime follower of the men's room, and it would freak him out big time if you could squeeze him in for his birthday today. Happy birthday. Thanks so much from his mom, Rachel, and Captain Ron. Please give him an original fish sandwich if we could.
Do I get a fish sandwich?
Bitches, it's my buddy Alex's birthday today, 22 years old. All he wants is his favorite sound bit, a happy Chinooka. And why not give him to him? Which I think is his new least favorite, which is a roof that don't leak from that awful Bruce Willis song. Anyway, how about a happy Chinooka? Keep up the good work. That from Toby.
Happy Chinooka.
Oh, you got that in there? Oh, God.
It's falling down.
She got a roof. People are like, that's a Delbert McClinton song. Well, he needs to be taken out back.
Who was Delbert McClinton? I remember my dad loved him.
He's a blues guy. He was kind of known as more of a harpist. He played the harmonica, guitar, and everything else. He's the guy that basically taught John Lennon how to play harmonica. That's one of his claims.
And his name's Delbert.
Other than being Delbert McClinton. Yeah. He had like one song.
All right.
All the Bachellos today. I reached the quarter-century mark. I started listening to you guys while in college up at Rochester Institute of Technology.
Oh, all right.
And was hooked, so I still listen to the podcast here at work in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Oh, thank you.
So can I get a Smokey Robinson Happy Chinooka? Yeah. And the Dirty Germans talking about their favorite Hershey's product for my quarter-century. Thanks, guys. That from Jordan.
Happy Chinooka.
Yeah, I think to find my favorite Hershey product, we'll have to travel down your Hershey highway.
Yes, you know what's the best Hershey product is the Hershey Balls' cookies and cream. So that involves both of us.
Yeah.
Also, side note, last time I was in Hershey, I noticed one thing. It says a Super Sheets right outside of town. I hope you go there.
Oh, if you have not gone to the Sheets, you must go to the Sheets.
You said you took a Super what?
Super Sheets.
Oh, how big was it?
He's in Hershey.
Oh.
See, it's all connected.
Okay.
No better place for a Sheets than outside of Hershey.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Bachellos, as of today, I complete my 27th trip around the sun in this roller coaster called life. And since I'm the only one among my friends and family that listens to your amazing show, I guess I got to send my own shout out in. So how about your penis is too small and happy Chinooka. Thanks for the great show. That from Chris in Mukilteo.
Happy Chinooka.
Yes, to all of you. Guys, it's my 28th birthday, sadly spending it quarantined with COVID-19. So can I get a Homer Simpson fish sandwich? Anna, you like that? Thanks, guys. That from Nick.
Fish sandwich. Are you sure?
You like that? You like that?
Guys, when I do a birthday shout out to my son-in-law, Riley, let him know his penis is too small. Thank you guys. Have a great day. That from Carl. Bitches, want to wish my boyfriend of 13 years, Steve Williamson, a very, very happy birthday. He's my world, my love, and my best friend.
Oh, shut your pie hole.
He works in concrete, so don't be too, quote, hard on him. He would like some advice from Coach Ted Smith on the last year of his 40s. Maybe a little turtle sex if we could as well. Thanks so much. You guys rock. That from the lovely Jen.
Last year of the 40s. Well, it seems pretty simple. You gotta do all the stuff you can now and pay full price. Next year, you can get stuff cheaper. You'll be an art, and you're gonna love it. Now you're working out there in concrete. I haven't been there much. Sounds like a small town. But go get pizza at that one gas station.
I think he works in the profession of concrete.
Oh, I thought he was in concrete, Washington.
Don't be too hard on him because he works in concrete.
He works, yeah.
Sometimes he's soft.
He works with concrete.
But the idea is to get hard.
Yeah, my bad.
Patolas, would you please give Mikey a big old
I know this town.
And a fish sandwich for his 40th birthday. Thanks, guys. That from Amber.
Do I get a fish sandwich?
And a big old bong rip if he could for his birthday.
Oh, my bad.
Yes,
sorry, man.
Yes.
I was high. But I'm not now. But just a few seconds ago, yeah.
Guys, I just want to wish my husband a very happy 41st birthday. Love you, Christopher, always and forever. That from Kira. Give me your penis is too small, because I think she meant to put that in there. But Joel, I want to wish my brother Brian, also knows Beans, a happy 41st birthday. Can you please give him a big fish sandwich and some dirty German talk about his love of dirt bikes? Thank you guys so much. That from the lovely Heather.
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Yeah, oddly enough, you like these dirt bikes. I believe that will be the nickname for my penis when I'm done with you.
Yeah, it's a dirt bike. He's going to rev it up.
Yeah.
Get you stuck in a puddle.
Yeah.
But fellas, today marks my 45th trip around that giant gas ball in the sky. I've been listening for years and even had the pleasure of being a contestant on several occasions. Being said, no matter how crappy my day is, y'all never fail to make me laugh. So I have a bit about a big Leroy Jenkins, maybe a few of Thrill's shotgun gets, and perhaps all of you talking all over each other about cookouts and camping. Thanks for doing what you do best. That from Daniel.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Hang on, I got to get my gun. Because I do this for real, you know.
Get! Well, as far as cookouts and
can't go wrong there.
my recommendation would be pull up in the car,
hot dog,
barbecue,
on a stick,
go out
over fire.
Make like stuff like
make omelets in a
go to
plastic bag.
Costco, get some pre-made hamburgers. Guys, my husband Eric, it's the Big 5-0 today. I love my man, and I want to wish him a happy birthday with some dirty Germans talking about death by snoo-snoo, please. Yeah. What is death by snoo-snoo? Snoo-snoo, Mike, I'm not sure if I know what that means.
That is a Futurama reference of the Amazonian women that
What do they do?
They kill men with snoo-snoo.
Is that their...
It's an only woman planet, so whenever they get a man, they take care of themselves with him.
Also,
Yeah.
And then he dies because he's so exhausted?
Correct, because they're so huge, and then they just basically railroad him.
Okay.
Yeah, now I want to be an astronaut and finds this planet with these women smother me to death.
Yeah.
It'll look like the face hugger from Alien.
Yeah. Sounds like that scene also in Casino, because they have his head is in a vice.
Yeah. Not unlike the scene from The Boys with the landlord.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Bitches.
Ja's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you. We'll have a couple extra stories here and emails. Guys, sex story, short, sweet, to the point. My brother just told me this one the other night. Hanging out with his friends, and they get a room at a hotel to do some drinking. He brought his girlfriend over at one point. He's getting it on with his girl in the bed while his friend is wasted by the bathroom, and another friend who's high and drunk is at the foot of the bed cheering my brother on. Made me crack up. Cheers to 2021 becoming a good year full of good memories. That from Manuel. Couple extras, guys. Micholas, we're talking about Captain Wally. He is the guy that did the alligator tours.
Oh, and
he got his hand bitten off.
Captain Wally.
And we were kind of curious as to, they found the alligator, they euthanized it, they opened it up, and they were hoping to reattach his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And we're wondering, from the point that thing bit it off, how long did it take for them to find the right alligator, find the hand, take it to the hospital, blah, blah, blah. Because, that seems amazing. So, guys, you were talking about the doctors hoping to reattach Captain Wally's hand after feeding it to an alligator. After running my thumb through a table saw 6 months ago, I was blown away at what doctors can do, and also the timeline. They stitched me up, sent me home with a prescription for opiates and a phone number so I could call and schedule surgery to reattach the tendons and nerves. The surgery was a full week after the accident.
Damn.
And waiting a week didn't concern the doctors the slightest bit. It was totally weird to me. Cheers, guys. That from John, the Jumbotron guy. All right, I think it's time that we go back in time to the last time that we played Ted versus the FCC. So if we could, let's go back in time. Time.
All right. Mrs. Puggy Wuggy has a square cut punt. Not a punt cut square, just a square.
Oh! God! Jesus. Wow, wait.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
That was from last year,
right.
dude.
My goodness gracious.
But that was fun to revisit.
Right.
2021, Mike.
We want the last time that we played Ted versus the FCC. Do we have it?
Hang on, yeah, we do.
Okay.
Give me a second here. I gotta find it.
I'm glad you played that one, though.
I know what happened.
All right.
Hang on.
We're hanging on.
They're getting there.
Hang on.
I don't know if they are, but we are.
It's coming.
I'm good, man. I could hang out for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing going on.
Okay.
Still thinking about weird foods.
So if we could, let's go back in time.
Time. Shoe City sells Shannon Sharp City shoes. Shannon Sharp's City shoes are for short city strolls to sample Seattle's sushi and sashimi.
3 times fast.
Shoe City sells Shannon Sharp City shoes. Shannon Sharp City shoes are for short city strolls to sample Seattle City sushi and sashimi. 1. Shoe City sells Shannon Sharp City shoes. Shannon Sharp City shoes are for short city strolls to sample Seattle City sushi and sashimi.
2.
Shoe City sells Shannon Sharp City shoes. Shannon Sharp City shoes are for short city strolls to sample Seattle City's sushi and sashimi.
Okay, win number 1 on Ted versus the FCC for the year. Let's do it again.
And now, everyone's favorite daytime game show, where one person could lose $325,000 and their job, or win and walk away with nothing. It's time for Ted versus the FCC.
Here we are again. Everyone's favorite game, Ted versus the FCC. We are so tired. Last night was a late night. Got another tongue twisters for Ted. You're not going to believe this, Steve. We have a listener submitted Ted versus the FCC.
Man, we should have checked email last night.
Yeah. This one comes from our good friend Melissa. She's Hawaiian now and lives with her beagle on an island someplace.
Aloha means goodbye.
That's right. And she says, best if Miles says the last part with his West Virginia accent. And good luck, Ted. And this week's Ted versus the FCC goes a little something like this. Tate paints Rick's deck. Paint tape and Tate paint can't cover the deck Rick wants Tate to paint. I can't, says Tate. I can't. The way that we do Ted versus the FCC is you need to read that one time through, then 3 times fast.
Tate. Okay.
Tate.
Tate paints Rick's deck. Paint, tape, and Tate's paint can't cover deck. The deck Rick's wants Tate to paint. Jesus God.
That was quick and easy.
That was the first word.
Okay, 50-50. I threw him off with the wrong replay.
I was like, no, you know what, Mike? That's not your fault. I don't know, man. God damn it. Sorry.
It's okay.
Jesus. Just hold on to that one. It's coming back.
You want me to bring this one back?
I mean, obviously, because you know me, man. I'll start warming up in February, March.
Okay.
By April, I have to do that damn thing again.
We'll hold on to it.
Wow.
Show of the day on the way. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Oh, drat. I was driving along minding my own business when that vulgar leech hit my Beamer with his pickup truck. I fear I've fractured my clavicle.
I say, old boy, don't simply put it in the hands of your insurance company to sort it out. Talk with the dedicated row of solicitors at the Advocates Law Firm.
Pipe down, you old sod. The Advocates will see your case through to the bitter end and won't sleep a fortnight until they have victory in their grasp.
Jolly good, old man. Jolly good indeed. You get injured, the Advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
The Men's Room is in progress. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Coming up in minutes, we will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day on a Positive Friday.
Positive Friday.
And, of course, we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, a quick check-in with Mike Hahn and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, there's a Playboy model that says that she was kicked off of Bumble for being, quote, too beautiful.
Oh, shut up.
Bumble dating app?
Correct.
Okay. Is it for...
What, is it for ugly people?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think it's just another dating app.
All right.
Yeah.
So you can't be good looking and be on Bumble?
Right.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you were just putting up inappropriate pictures.
Yeah, trust me, Bumble's solid. There's a lot of attractive people.
Right. Don't worry. That's not the problem.
All right.
Natural Light Beer created an art piece comprised of 2,600 college diplomas and called it Da Vinci of Debt. I don't know why. I don't know why Natural Light Beer did it. I mean, it's an art piece. That's the story. Is it's a legitimate art piece that they just made out of diplomas.
Sure.
And here's the thing: those 2,600 college diplomas. They say that the price to get all of those $470 million.
Sure. Jeez.
In order to have gone through all the schooling that you needed in order to get those diplomas.
Mm-hmm. Look, it's to the point now. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. They can't hide it anymore.
Right. The Lori Loughlin.
Right, all
bit and all that.
It's just there's lots more than that.
Right. It said the quiet part out loud is what it was.
Yeah, basically.
The whole system.
Absolutely. You guys remember the guy that can't remember his password to his $234 million Bitcoin stash?
Yes. Sure do.
I don't.
He says that he's made peace with never getting the money.
He's a liar.
Yeah, he's lying.
He's 100% lying.
Like I said, if you lose $10, you'll be pissed for a minute, you get over it.
Right.
If I say, hey, man, I got $239 million I can't get access to, but I'm cool with that. I'm not cool with that.
I've lived without it for this long. I can live without it for that long.
That part is true, but the difference between, like, say, winning the lottery or having... It's yours.
Right.
That's you might not win Powerball. I can live without Powerball.
Absolutely.
But if I win Powerball, but I can't find my ticket, I'm going to be pissed.
Did you get a Powerball ticket, Ted, for tomorrow night?
I did.
Okay. Actually, I did not.
Oh, I need to do that. I might be too late.
I'm with you.
No, you can buy it. Saturday night drawing.
Okay.
And here's the deal, right? It wasn't like some random thing. He was smart enough to get in Bitcoin
early on
when it was super cheap. So he did all. So that to me, that's what would be the unbelievable part I couldn't let go of. It's like, so I did all the right things,
right,
but I didn't remember the password.
Right. Now I've got this technology that's given me 2 more chances.
2 more, right?
And it's going to erase it from history.
It's the other reason he hasn't made peace with it, because he still hasn't exhausted those last 2.
And it's hard enough, like when you're drunk someplace before the COVID thing hit, and you're like, I'm going to get an Uber, and then it reset everything. You're like, what is your password? And you're like, man.
Exactly.
You go through like 4 times just trying to get a ride home. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like millions and millions of dollars.
This man will be on his deathbed and they'll say, do you have any regrets? And he can have the worst life possible. And the first thing that he will say is, I regret not getting my $234 million.
I think you're wrong. I think his last word would be, God damn it, Rosebud. And then drop dead.
Rosebud.
That'll be the last thing.
That's a Citizen Kane joke.
Yes, it is.
Terrible movie.
God, no kidding, man.
It was so awful. I hate to get off topic here, but I took a film sort of class. I don't even remember what the name of the class was, but we watched a lot of classic movies.
Classic movies.
And you hear about Citizen Kane. It is this classic movie, and here it comes, this powerhouse of cinematic history. It was boring AF, dude.
That's why I watched it. Same thing. This is one of the finest cinematic. I'm like, this is garbage.
Sucked.
It'd also be crazy if it's just something simple.
Well, like password,
like his cat, right? Like password or
right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, right. I mean, just like you gotta be kidding me.
And you know he's considering those is the problem.
Yes.
Oh, let's see. There's
Jesus Christ, man! Like I'm sorry. Like that one, you should have written down and put somewhere.
He did. Is the thing.
That's
he
right. He
lost the paper.
All right.
And the problem is that the fact that he did write it down means that it isn't password or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or anything else that he would have used. He said, this thing's going to be worth money. I'm going to lock this bitch up and I'm going to save this password. And then I'm going to throw away the doggone paper that has the password to it.
Well, I wish I could hack. I'd gladly take that money.
Tell me that there are people trying that right now.
Of course they're trying.
You're not going to get it.
No, Bitcoin is...
You're right. Digital currency. I mean, that's the other problem, too, is like, it's not like you can take them to a court.
You can't take them to court. It's not like, I don't know, something you can cash in somewhere else. Like either you get access or you're SOL.
There's a man in Japan that's making a ton of money by renting himself out to do nothing. He is basically a warm body. If people are walking, say they just want to go out for the walk, and you know it's in Japan, and so they want to have somebody there, then they don't want to feel alone. Okay. He'll walk beside you. He won't say anything. There have been people that have that they've gone out like dress shopping, and he'll just sit there and he will sit there quietly and from time to time say, I like it, and then move on from it. Like he is literally just a placeholder for another person, a sentient being next to you.
And the problem is this, you know, people can make fun of him, but it's like, yeah, but people are hiring him.
Right. He charges $100 a piece, and people are hiring him
How
like
long?
crazy. That's a good question, Ted. I'm not working on that.
You know why I'd rent him out, though? Honestly, like, depending where you live, certainly here in Seattle, HOV lane.
Oh, hell
right?
Yes.
Like, if you're driving to work solo, like, look, I can get an HOV lane. I'll tell you what, man, I'm going to rent your ass. All you got to do is sit in the passenger seat.
Mm-hmm. But the problem is that we have that dang it, what do they call it? Good to go pass.
Right.
That's not worth $100. Would you pay $100 for a dude to sit in your front seat? Well, then again, he could be conversation.
What is the cost of a ticket if a cop pulls you? You're riding solo in HOV lane.
Max fine $560, I think it says. Or
all right, I'm getting my $100. $100. Come on, bud.
Trying to see because there's that sign always when you're rolling down the carpool lane.
I would do like that SNL skit. Just hire him to be like in my place when like a large order of food shows up. Like, yeah, it's for both of us.
And look, bro, I need you to go with me to the drive-thru.
Oh no!
See, there's uses for them.
Hey, buddy, the pizza's here.
Yeah, you put in the order like that you want first, and you're like, hold on for 1 minute. What do you want?
Right? Oh, you want 4 more cheeseburgers?
10-piece nugget. Right? And
we should get 20 wings with the extra large pizza?
Okay.
All right, buddy. We're in tonight.
Extra ketchup.
You know the person at the door, the window would be like, is that rent-a dude? Is that rent-a dude fat ass? Yes.
Dude. Mike, did you eat an entire bag of chips by yourself? Nah, man. He's over here. He dug into him, man. He ate like...
Told you my trick was getting 2 drinks at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Right, throw them off.
Mm-hmm. I got called out one time.
You gonna drink both of those?
No, here's the thing. I went in there and I ordered, and then like 2 hours later, me and my buddy, I got together with my buddies. We're like, let's just go out to this restaurant. I was like, all right, fine. I even know that I had been there like 2 hours ago, and I walked in the front door, and the guy behind the counter says, "Bro, weren't you here like an hour ago?"
Damn. Did you order again?
Yeah, I did. Damn it.
You just got to sit up straight, give more room for your diaphragm, your stomach. Just stuff it down.
That was a dark time.
I love it.
I still remember that jackass, yeah. There's a new AI caller that can translate your dog's bark into different emotions.
Why?
Just
Why
so
would I
you
want
can
that?
know.
Man, you know what your dog is trying to tell you. I mean, my dog, the ESP, hey, I need to take a dump. Can you please take me out? There's just a look that she gives me. Right? Other times, could you please scratch the top of my head? Would you like to rub my belly? Sometimes I just love you and I'm insane. Boy, the top of your head tastes great. I don't need all the additional.
Right. Here's all you need to know. Dogs speak one language, right? Dogs are smarter than we are. Doesn't matter who in any country that speaks any language anywhere in the world. If you got a dog in one of those countries, they know exactly what the hell the owner is saying based on intonation.
Right.
They know more languages than anybody else. Where they do. You take your dog can grow up in China. Dog knows Chinese.
Right.
Dog grows up in England, he knows English.
Right.
Germany, you get the idea.
Yeah.
Whatever that person says, dog knows.
There's only 2 times that my dog will actually communicate with me. 1, I have to go outside. 2, that food in your hand looks really, really yummy.
Yeah, definitely get a lot of that. Hey, what you cooking?
Oh, man, somebody wiped the crap that's dripping off of his mouth. You ever get one of those, just like that long, slow drip? You're like,
no doubt.
That's going to hit the floor, and it's gone.
Hey, Mike.
Yo.
Where are my testicles, Summer?
Rick and Morty reference. Good work, sir. A new survey asked 1,000 Americans to name the most stressful moments in life. So good news for you all. I have the top 10 here. The 10 stressful moments in life.
Is
10,
this
what do you
heavy
got?
duty?
Is this like overall?
Overall. So to give you some of the other ones that are not on the list, dealing with a major illness, losing your job, death of a loved one. These are the stressful moments in your life. So it does get fairly heavy.
These are not top 10.
Those were not top 10. Right?
Jesus Christ.
How heavy are we getting here?
Well, not terribly heavy.
All right,
These are
like,
stressed.
I'm going to say, I don't know, but I'm going to say like the birth of a child or raising a child.
Okay, Miles.
Yes.
What do you
If
think?
it's none of those, stage 4 cancer.
Stage 4 cancer. Okay, Mr. Hill.
I have no idea because the crap you just rolled out there.
It's like divorce.
That was more of the heavier stuff. This isn't really all that sad and like, oh my God, but it is stressful.
I'd also throw on puberty.
Puberty, all right. Mr. Hill.
Yeah, divorce, maybe.
Okay, so here are the top 10 stressful moments in life. Number 10, getting a new pet.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Is apparently more stressful than losing your job, dealing with a major illness, and death of a loved one.
What? No, because you love the animal when you get the animal.
Right.
So you deal with it and you tolerate it like you do anything else that you welcome into your house until it figures it out.
And no offense, pets learn faster than kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like my puppy is now a dog. My kids are still kids.
Right. But now I have to get up twice a day to walk this thing, or I have to get litter for the box. I got to get food for it constantly. I got to get toys. I got to get hair off
after
my
having
couch.
kids, fine.
That's not really that stressful. That's just
For somebody who doesn't have kids, that can be stressful. If this is your first pet.
Typically the pet comes before the kids. You know, in
Right.
order of doing things.
Number 9, dating someone new.
that's stressful.
That's usually fun,
right?
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
There's almost an awkwardness to it, I would think, just because you're trying to look your best while also knowing that they're trying to look their best, and you're trying to get to that nougaty center of who they really are.
If you're dating, you've already established the fact that you wouldn't be doing this if you both didn't like each other, and it's fresh. And typically at the beginning, it's
you're getting laid a lot,
like Ted
man.
says, it's fun.
Yeah,
you're doing new things all the time. Like, this is our first time ever at McDonald's together. Well, I don't say that when I walk into McDonald's by myself. Like, oh, I'm so happy to be here. But
I like that you described it as this. What is it? The nougat,
the soft nougaty center within of who we really are.
Is spoken like a true cannibal.
You were asking me about that procedure yesterday.
These are the 10 most stressful life events. Number 8, starting college yourself.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's the next level.
Stressful, no. Exciting, yes.
Yeah, but there's the stress if you're my kid, if I'm paying for this, if your grade,
all
your
right,
GPAs,
yeah.
Not to mention they up the ante in college.
Right.
Damn it.
For the student, I don't think it's that hard.
Well, some kids too, like for some kids, it's very stressful just leaving the house.
Yeah, leaving the
Right.
house.
Yeah. You bet.
Okay.
Number 7, sending your kid off to college.
Well, sure.
I'm losing so much money.
I think it's just more. Look, up until your kid goes to college, if you're lucky enough to have that much tradition, your kid's been with you for 18 years,
right?
You know their ins and outs, but more than that, you also know where they're stupid.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about your GPA and all that. I mean, as far as money, I am. But otherwise, you're just worried about, you'll always worry about your kid. My mom still worries about me.
I was
I'm
worried.
52,
I was sad that it went by so fast. Like, it was like, to me, it was just like, oh my God, it's over. I was happy for them.
Sure.
And their next opportunity. I was not worried about them academically. I was worried about them from the social standpoint.
Exactly.
And basically how they would just become adults and survive outside of that.
You bet.
know?
Yeah, my Uncle Phil told me once. He looked at me and says, Teddy, here's the deal. He goes, my kids are grown. You know, he goes, I'm still worried about them right now.
Yeah.
It's like having a beer, eating a burger with you. He goes, it's on my mind.
Right. It will never, ever
It
not
never
be that.
goes away. My mom calls me all the time, just worried about me. I'm like, what are you worried about?
And it's annoying.
She's like, well, I saw it was raining there a lot. I said, Mom, I live in frickin' Seattle.
Seattle.
My mom thought it was snowing the other day.
I was like, what the hell are you
And I was
talking
like, it snows in the mountains. It's not the city.
Right.
Did you guys get a big windstorm? I heard it killed Montana. Sure did, Mom.
It did, Mom.
Did a lot of damage here. Pretty sure I got a couple of people that I work with who still don't have power.
10 most stressful life events. Number 6, changing careers.
Sure.
Depends entirely
Careers,
when
yes.
you're changing that career.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Or if you chose.
Fair. Number 5, on the other side of the spectrum there, starting your first job.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I wonder if that means the first job is in, I'm 16, I need to get some gas money, I'm going to go work at Jack in the Box.
I think it's a real job.
Right.
Because I think those jobs are what prepare you to be able to deal with that type of full-time job.
Absolutely.
You know, because you can't work. If you do have that opportunity to work part-time in your teens or whatever, I
Right.
mean, that's invaluable experience.
And the stress that comes with a real job is not necessarily the work that you're doing, but the stress of, I need to keep this job because of certain circumstances.
Or am I qualified to do it? I mean, if you've never worked, you don't know. Right.
Yeah.
If you're not nervous, you're stupid.
My kid, that was one thing that my kid was a barista, right? So she was in high school when she did this. And she worked her way through high school, would just do whatever she wanted to with her money through a barista job. And the one thing that she took out of it is, because she was younger, people thought she was stupid and was incompetent. And all the managers that she had to work with weren't the brightest in the world, but they were adults and she had to listen to them and what they had to say.
Right.
Even though she knew for a fact that she was smarter than they were.
Right.
And I actually believe her.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? I'm like, but that was hard for her, and she's just like, he's such an idiot.
Well, hey, guess what? That will never change.
And that's
no matter what job
That's
you
called a
have.
job.
And that's why those lessons at that age on a part-time job are so valuable. You know?
10 most stressful life events. Number 4, having kids.
Yeah. Because now you're on the hook, bro.
Right. Absolutely.
Well,
we're on the roller coaster, man. We're riding.
Well, it's a weird moment. The moment my daughter was born, because I had not met her, I mean, the moment she finally popped the hell out of that thing, you are full of love. You are full of, like, you don't know them, but you know, like, man, I've got your back until your dying day. And right after you say that, you're like, oh my God. Like, I'm going to be responsible for this thing. You know, and it's exciting, but you're like, oh God, what have we done? I have to feed and the doctors tell you all these things that are going to happen. I am not prepared for this.
She just threw all over my back. Can you take her for a second so I can change my shirt?
Number 3, getting married.
It depends on the situation.
I think getting married, it's not the wedding itself, but just the reality of, all right, man. Because think about all the crap that goes into it. bank accounts, joint credit cards. There's just all the, now that the federal government has gotten involved in your life, there's all this crap you got to do.
On the other side, going through a breakup or a divorce.
Yep. It depends who you are, but sure.
And this is the number one most stressful life event. We've all gone through it. Moving.
Yeah.
It has its own stress.
Always annoying.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
A man in Missouri did something heroic, Miles.
What did he do?
I will tell you that positive story 1 hour from now.
Thank you, my cock. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.